gatekeeper.
There'd be no rabble if I had some competent officers surrounding me. What'd you say? I don't have competent officers surrounding me. I returned from an all-night ride from Caesarea, expecting law and order when I arrive here in Jerusalem. But do I get law and order? Yeah. I come and the city is in absolute chaos! Lentulus, refresh my memory. Did I or did I not leave 2 cohorts this year for the feast of Passover? Yes. I didn't think my senses were leaving me that much. And still, it seems the Zealots have taken over control of the city. The Roman army, the most powerful army in the world, and with 2 cohorts, you can't control a bunch of religious fanatics. My horse could have done a better job. Gentlemen, I can barely say it, but did we or did we not have Barabbas himself, their ringleader, within these walls of Fortress Antonia? And he's gone. Vanished. Because of one Jesus of Nazareth! A priest or prophet or whatever he is, who feigns to be the Messiah or the great deliverer of the Jews or whatever he is. And we lose Barabbas! Do you have any idea, gentlemen, the gravity of the situation? Gentlemen, do you have any idea how many officers are not here tonight because of Barabbas and his murdering zealots? Officers more competent than you! I used to dream of crucifying Barabbas. I would have personally attended his, so I could spit on him as he squealed like a goat begging for mercy. No, now we have messiahs running around. Annas and Caiaphas themselves send a delegation from the Sanhedrin to ensure that he's condemned. They have an illegal trial in the middle of the night. They come to me early in the morning to be sure that Jesus is executed. Even my own wife, Claudia, gentlemen, had a premonition. She said, "Conscious, have nothing to do with that man before. I've suffered much in a dream because of him today." You see, women will say the darndest things, will they not, gentlemen? But you see, for once Claudia was right. I examined him again and again. Gentlemen, I must confess, Drusus don't record this. It's the first Jew I've ever looked in his face and I felt fear. He shook myself. I could not find him guilty of anything his accusers coming after him. In mystery of mysteries, Marcus, did I hear correctly that he was delivered over into his captor's hands by one of his own? Yes. For the price of a common slave, 30 pieces of silver. I must confess, gentlemen, I could not have planned it better myself. I had him scourged, thinking that would appease their lust for blood. I had to bite my tongue on this one, but I offered Barabbas instead, according to their custom. I wanted Barabbas.
tried to tell him that I had the authority to crucify him or release him. He said, you would have no power over me. I said, I could give it to you. I've never known such a. But you see, gentlemen, I'm after power too. Claudia and Drusus, this is not to be recorded either, but you see, Claudia doesn't realize that I married her because she's the granddaughter of Tiberius. She's my door to the Roman Senate. It's my goal, gentlemen, and I aim to have it. And neither my wife nor a would-be Messiah, carpenter's son from Nazareth, is going to get in my way. So I said, shall I crucify your king? He said, we have wash my hands with the blood of the sins. He said, let his blood be on us and on us. How does one govern such people? How does one govern such people?
This way. This way.
I think this Jesus of Nazareth should be crucified and put to death.
I agree. His blasphemy is sealed as undoomed. How dare he undermine our authority? Well, soon his disciples will blend into the ground and we will not hear from them anymore.
And to think that a week ago he rode in on a burro as their king, and now he's being crucified today. He has no power over us.
And then he said this temple that was raised in 3 days, even though it was torn down, he'd raise it up again.
How can he do that? Doesn't make sense to me.
Come on, let's put this all behind us and go prepare for the Sabbath.
Yeah, that's better.
I agree.
Are you coming with us, Nicodemus?
Just give me a few moments. I need to think about it.
There's nothing to think about, Nicodemus. Come on.
A few moments. I'll listen.
and the Lord has laid on him.
What am I going to do? This Jesus that they're talking about told me I had to be born again. It's inconceivable. How is that supposed to work? And then he went on to say that God so loved the world that he gave his only son, and that if you believed in him, you'd never die. That's inconceivable. Everybody dies. Don't they? What am I going to do? And then he claimed that he was the Son of God. Now that's the biggest one. Well, everything I've believed in, everything I've been taught, everything I've done, everything I do contradicts that statement. What am I going to do? I have to make a decision. I have to believe that he is the Son of God, or that he's completely out of his mind. Because there's no middle ground. He's either God's Son, or he's totally out of his mind. What's it going to be? Because if I believe that he's the Son of God, and I choose to follow him, they're not going to let me stay in that sand. I'll be lucky to escape with my life. And then my family, they'll run me right out. I'll be homeless. I'll be nothing, nobody with nothing at all. Kind of like Jesus is. He was homeless too. I have to make a decision. There's no two ways about it. Either he's the Son of God or he's not. Either I follow him or I follow them. I'm going to follow him. I believe that Jesus is the Son of God.
In Isaiah 53, the prophet writes hundreds of years before this event, he, meaning Jesus, was pierced for our, meaning all of us, transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was upon him, and by his wounds we are healed. We, like sheep, have gone astray, each of us to his own way, and the Lord has laid on Jesus Christ, the iniquity of us all. So ultimately, it was our sin, the sin of humanity, from all ages. It was my sin. My sin is your sin. Regardless of background, gender, age, socioeconomic level, country, we all put it on the cross. But because he loves us so much, he willingly laid down his life so that we could be once and for all forgiven.
Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. My God, my God, why? It is finished. Father, into your hands
to remember the greatest love, with power and demonstrated to redeem us.